Our video today about city in southwestern Russia. It's Rostov-on-Don, city and administrative center of Rostov Oblast province, southwestern Russia. It lies along the lower Don River, 30 miles, 50 kilometers above the latter's mouth on the Sea of Azov. The city was founded in 1749 as the customs post of Tamernica, when the river mouth was still in Turkish hands. It then became a flourishing trade center. Between 1761 and 1763, the fortress of St. Dmitry of Rostov was built there, and a town developed around it, near the Armenian settlement of Rostov-na-Donu, which later merged with Rostov. In 1797, town status was granted, and in 1806 it was named Rostov-on-Don. Because of its key position as a transport center and port, the town grew steadily with the 19th century Russian colonization and development of the North Caucasus region and conquest of the Transcaucasia. These functions remain of great importance. The Don River route to the interior was improved by the opening of the Volga-Don shipping canal in 1952, linking the town to the entire Volga basin. A dredged channel gives access to the sea. Rostov lies on road, rail, and oil and natural gas pipeline connections between Central European Russia and the Caucasus region. This nodal location and the nearness of the Great Donets coal basin have led to major industrial development, especially in engineering. Two huge plants make Rostov the largest producer of agricultural machinery in Russia. Other engineering products include ball bearings, electrical and heating equipment, wire, self-propelled barges, road construction equipment, and industrial machinery. There are ship and locomotive repair yards and a range of consumer goods industries. Rostov State University was founded in 1917, and there are numerous other institutions of higher education and scientific research. Rostov Oblast region, southwestern Russia, athwart the lower Don and Manich rivers. The Donets Ridge in the west and the Don Ridge in the north form areas of mildly accented relief, but most of the oblast is a low, rolling plain cut by the wide floodplains of the rivers. The entire oblast lies within the steppe zone and has good Chernozem soils. The natural vegetation of steppe grass has almost entirely disappeared under the plow. Along the floodplains are meadows and marshy areas with occasional groves of trees. The oblast's climate is continental and somewhat dry, with only about 16 inches, 400 millimeters, of precipitation annually. Large reservoirs have been created by dams at Semlyansk on the Don and at Vesyoli on the Manich. The former has a hydroelectric station. The northern part of the oblast, which in 1954-57 formed the separate Kamensk Oblast, includes the eastern end of the Donets Basin Kolf and is particularly rich in anthracite. A large group of heavy industrial cities, headed by Shakhty, Kamensk-Shakhtinsky, and Novoshakhtinsk, is engaged in coal mining, steel making, engineering, and chemical production. At Volgodonsk on the Don River is a large factory for producing atomic reactors. There is a heavy flow of freight through the oblast by the Volga-Don shipping canal, which leads to the Volga River, and by rail and oil and gas pipeline through Rostov, between the Caucasus and west-central Russia. Rostov-na-Donu is the oblast's administrative center and largest city. It and Taganrog are major ports. Agriculture is highly developed in Rostov and is dominated by grains, wheat, barley, and corn, maize, which occupy 2/3 of the arable land in the oblast. Sunflowers, mustard, and melons are also economically important. Along the lower Don, water from the Semlyansk reservoir is used in the irrigation of vineyards and market gardens, the area of which has expanded significantly since 1950. Don River, one of the great rivers of the European portion of Russia. It has been a vital artery in Russian history since the days of Peter Thirst the Great, who initiated a hydrographic survey of its course. Throughout the world, the river is associated with images of the turbulent and colorful Don Cossacks, romanticized in a famous series of novels by the 20th century Russian writer Mikhail Sholokhov, and with a series of large-scale engineering projects that have enhanced the waterway's economic importance. The Don River rises in the small reservoir of Shat, located in the central Russian upland near the city of Novomoskovsk. It flows generally in a southerly direction for a total distance of 1,162 miles, 1,870 kilometers, draining a basin of some 163,000 square miles, 422,000 square kilometers, before it enters the Gulf of Taganrog in the Sea of Azov. It lies between the Volga River to the east and the Dnieper River to the west. In its middle and lower courses, from the confluence with the Chornaya Kalitva River to its mouth, the Don forms an enormous eastward bulging arc as far as the waters of numerous tributaries, the most important of which are the Krasovaya, Chornaya Kalitva, Chir, and Donets, right bank, and the Voronezh, Kopyor, Medveditsa. The river winds throughout its course, and the drop along its length is about 620 feet, 190 meters. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.